The death toll from flash floods and landslides in India has risen sharply to 85. Downpours over the week have killed at least 39 people in southern Kerala state and 46 to the north in Uttarakhand. Floods unleashed by days of unseasonal heavy rain have wrecked crops, blocked roads and washed away bridges.
देखिए, अतिवृष्टि से काफ़ी नुकसान हुआ है और इसीलिए हम लोग सभी जगह जा रहे हैं और सब जगह जो भी आकलन कर रहे हैं और स्वयं जाकर जो ज़रूरत की चीज़ें हैं, जो ज़रूरत की आपूर्ति है या जो आवश्यकताएं हैं, उनको बनाने के लिए हम लोग हर संभव कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हमारी सरकार पूरी तरह से आपदा पीड़ितों के साथ है। किसानों का बहुत नुकसान हुआ है, उसका आकलन करके जल्दी उसकी भरपाई करवाने के निर्देश कर रहे हैं।
Ishan Garg joins us live from New Delhi for more on this. Ishan, the Indian government now battling two major challenges.
Absolutely, and both of those challenges quite enormous in their own right. On one hand, you've got massive floods not only in Kerala but also in the northern part of the country in Uttarakhand as well. And at the same time, of course, there's the challenge of COVID-19. Now, Kerala is a special case where both of these problems are rather big. India have reported close to 14,000 cases today, and roughly half of them come only from Kerala, and that is making the job of the government officials very difficult in the state, especially as far as rescue efforts are concerned and rehabilitation efforts are concerned. The Kerala state government has erected more than 300 rehabilitation centres, but it's finding it difficult to make sure that there is a social distancing practice in there. Masks are provided to people. It has come out with a long list of things that people need to do while in these shelters, including putting on masks and making sure that people are tested at regular intervals. But several experts are saying that it can be difficult for the state government to keep going on with that. And on top of that, there is the trouble of the floods for the government as well. It has already started evacuating people who are downstream because there have been forecasts by the Indian Meteorological Department that the rainfall is going to actually increase in the state of Kerala. So in the times ahead, we can see the trouble actually becoming bigger for the state governments.
Yeah, and Ishan, flash floods and landslides in India have become more frequent and severe in recent years. Is this pointing to a bigger issue then that the government needs to address?
Absolutely it is, Steve. I mean, the issue really here is twofold. First of all, you've got to look at the damage that's been done to the ecological balance across several states. If we look at both these states, Kerala and Uttarakhand, in the past 2 years, we have seen incessant building, construction, mining activities taking place. In 2018, Kerala was struck with a massive flood. More than 180 people died in those floods. And since then, 200 new mines have been opened in that state. And this is despite several environmental activists pointing towards the link between landslides and floods and these mining activities. And a similar case has been seen in Uttarakhand as well, where the government has decided to construct 900 kilometers of new highways, despite several activists challenging that in the court. So there is that one part. And of course, there's the second issue of wider climate change, of global warming. The IPCC report, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, had warned that there will be a 20% rise in severe rainfalls earlier this year, and that's exactly what's happening. So experts are saying that the government needs to work on both these issues. At the local level, they need to sort out the ecological balance, and at the wider level, they need to make sure that the carbon emissions are brought down and the overall warming is brought under control as well.
All right, many thanks for that. Ishan Garg speaking to us from New Delhi.